Hi, I'm Jerry Hill, and this is West Michigan Industry Spotlight on Manufacturing.
Look around the room. Everything you see that's not a plant, a pet, or a person has been manufactured. Manufacturing is huge in West Michigan. Office furniture, Corvette bumpers, and aerospace components are just a few of the many products we make. Right out of high school, you can work in production, making things by hand or machine in a high-tech environment. With a year or two of training, skilled trades like welding, plumbing, and machine repair offer job security and advancement. And that's just the start. A college degree can lead to careers in engineering, IT, business administration, and more. Let's find out more from people who do this every day.
Come on now, we waiting on you. I think I strayed a little bit from the question. I don't even remember what it was, but
I just got nervous all of a sudden. I don't know why.
my name is Jeremy. I work business development at Schertl MedTech, North America.
My name is Richard Hitzman. I am a VCT setup operator.
My name is Chastity Seawald, and I am head of nitriding and sorting.
Essentially, we manufacture high quality springs and stampings. It's really engineering based.
The springs that we make go on the end of camshafts. It's all about quality.
We take on all the jobs that other people don't like to do, the difficult ones, the things that are challenging and puzzling.
I grew up in a mechanic family. I learned a lot of stuff from my uncles, a lot of stuff from my dad. It's hands-on, take it apart, put it back together.
My dad got mad. He was not happy. I would try and take quads apart and put them back together and stuff, and then I'd be like, oh, we got some extra parts. So, yeah.
The short answer is no. I did not always want to work in manufacturing. I started off as an EMT, and I really wanted to, serve for people, and that didn't fit me emotionally. So I was looking for another way that I could help. I can kind of apply those things that I learned and the desire to help people in a way that's different, but at the same time very rewarding. I started off as a shot peener. Eventually I became a VCT operator, so a CNC machine operator, and then moved into sales, and now I'm a business developer for our medical department.
I spent 8 months as a temp when I first started here. Then my supervisor came up to me again. He says, well, would you like to learn our machines? So I went to VCT, the machine side, and I've been there for the last 4 years.
Skills to get to the place where I'm at, I would say communication. The ability to express yourself and the ability to really convey ideas in a way that everyone can understand, I think is super important.
When I started in this industry with CNC, I got trained by the guys that have been there 30, 40 years. Pay attention to the guys that are trying to teach you.
You know, I did not pay close attention to the geometry in school, and I probably should have.
Pay attention to math. It helps.
Focus on creativity. Focus on what you enjoy. Learn more about how things work. Take something apart, put it back together.
I like that I don't do the same exact thing every single day. I get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I don't get bored. I'm very busy, so it keeps me on my toes. I like that.
Learning something new every day. That's what I love about my job.
When I came here, I knew nothing at all about manufacturing. The experience that I gained from it and the things that I learned from it are invaluable. And I think that they've trickled down to a point where I'm actually able to fix my own car now.
I was never in the manufacturing field at all. I was in restaurant before I came here. So they actually taught me everything that I know.
When I first started here, I was very shy. Well, not no more.
I get to work with my friends because I've made a lot of friends here.
If they see me out on the floor, I see them walking through, they'll stop and they'll talk to you.
Everybody accepts you right away. You know, what's your name? Where did you work before? Happy to have you on our crew. Ask questions and they'll show you. They have absolutely no problem with that.
Like if you can make a comfortable living, doing something that you enjoy, that I think is more important than making $1 million and being miserable.
We hope you guys learned a little about manufacturing. For more information about career opportunities near you, check out westmiworks.org.
If I can do it, you can do it. That's ridiculous.
All right, hopefully the video was helpful. Hey, today we're going to talk about Michigan manufacturing facts, why manufacturing matters, industry strength, career diversity, a little bit about Industry 4.0, Michigan's strategic industry development strategy, our industry subsectors, so you get an idea of the variation in manufacturing, what occupations are growing, some of the knowledge and skills required, and some sample career paths. We'll have some time for questions and our contact. Manufacturing in West Michigan is a vital part of the economy. Over 600,000 workers are in manufacturing and ranks second only to healthcare in our state. Advanced manufacturing has experienced significant expansion in employment after the pandemic, nearly doubling the rate of employment growth in other sectors. Michigan manufacturers account for over 19% of the total output of the state and employ a little over 14% of the workforce. The total output from manufacturing was $124 billion in 2023. It's the economic engine of our economy in West Michigan. There are 630 manufacturing employees in Michigan, with an average annual compensation of $79,320. It's about $10,000 greater than the average salary for all other occupations in the state. The median hourly wage for manufacturing in 2023 was $22.60 an hour. It varies widely, of course, and there are many occupations that actually exceed that range. So why manufacturing matters? A vibrant manufacturing base leads to more research and development, innovation, productivity, exports, and middle-class jobs. Manufacturing helps raise living standards more than any other sector. And manufacturing generates more economic activity than any other sectors. Some of the strengths of manufacturing: because of the size of manufacturing, a high number of jobs will be annually available for different positions. There are, not only is the industry growing, but there are many, many jobs becoming available due to retirements of the older generation. With over 630,000 private sector jobs, 1 in 6 workers are employed in manufacturing, making it a vital source for Michigan jobs. There are many types of jobs, a wide range of positions that provide an opportunity for a diverse set of credentials. Jobs in production allow for people with a less formal education to get a chance at a good paying job, often with health benefits, opportunities for career advancement. As you progress, engineering and managerial positions typically require a bachelor's degree and beyond, and create the potential for very high earning careers. Industry 4.0. So you'll hear this terminology, and this graphic shows us a way, kind of the progression of manufacturing through the years. So first there was mechanization and water power and steam power. This was, think of the 1800s, think of, mills and those types of things that they used for grinding grain and corn and that sort of thing. The second generation of manufacturing here is mass production, the assembly line, and electricity. So think Thomas Edison, and in our area, Ford, who actually really is credited with creating mass production and the assembly line. Third generation of manufacturing is computer and automation, and that's where most manufacturers are today, right? So a CNC machine is a computer-aided machine that will, grind and cut metal, right? So computer and automation is where we are for the most part now, but we're heading to the fourth generation, which is cyber physical systems. And so that's robotics that are assisting us with a number of the job functions that are repetitive and perhaps can be done by machine better than it can be by humans. So Industry 4.0, I mean, the goals of the state are to be the national leader in Industry 4.0. And Michigan's planning to accomplish this by implementing a multi-pronged effort, and says that by 2025 that they are aiming to have 50% of all Michigan manufacturing, 6,200 businesses prepared to adopt Industry 4.0. So you can see that there's multiple areas here. Mobility and automotive manufacturing are big in Michigan. You know, advanced manufacturing, positioning Michigan as a leader in Industry 4.0 and leveraging our talent to capture a larger share of growth. They're talking about the defense and advanced materials industries. Also in engineering and design development, harnessing the talent base to become a research and development and industrial design capital. Another goal, medical device technology, leveraging our existing medical device anchor companies and research assets to enable the growth of the medical device industry. And of course, tech, capitalizing on existing mobility, software, manufacturing, and engineering design capabilities to grow Michigan's tech footprint. And finally, professional and corporate services, using the purchase power of Michigan companies to attract corporate and professional service providers to the state. There are many diverse industries within manufacturing, some of them listed here. Automotive manufacturing is number one. These are pretty much listed in order. So metals manufacturing is number two, machinery manufacturing, chemical product manufacturing, food and beverage manufacturing, which is often left out or not what people necessarily think of when they think about manufacturing. Computer and electronic product manufacturing, natural resource products, and furniture, which is big in the Holland Zeeland area. Of course, there are many others that aren't listed here. So what occupations are growing? Production has the most jobs in manufacturing, and assemblers and fabricators hold the most employment within this group. These workers make up 1 in 4 jobs in manufacturing and account for over 80% of all assemblers and fabricators in Michigan. Typically, these occupations work together as a team to assemble an entire product or component of a product. Machinists hold the next largest share of manufacturing workers, making up 9 in 10 of all machinists in the state. These jobs typically require a high school diploma and long-term on-the-job training. First-line supervisors of production and operating workers make up the 3rd largest share. Cutting, punching, and press machine operators, tenders, metal and plastic comprise the next largest share of jobs. Here's a chart that you can actually refer to that talks about some of the highest growing positions and what the educational requirements are, how many annual openings are expected, and the cluster wage range, so what you could expect to make. So let's just look at the center of the page, welders, cutters, solderers, and brazers. So currently there are estimated to be over 11,000 of these workers, with 14,000 in Michigan to be employed. The pay range is between $18 and $23 per hour. They expect that over 1,500 jobs, 1,550 of these jobs become available each year, and that high school diploma or equivalent and some moderate term on-the-job training is what's required for this position. So become a welder, a solderer, a brazier, or a cutter, high school diploma, and some moderate on-the-job training. Skills for manufacturing that you'd want to have are mathematics, production processing, oral and written comprehension, experience with some computer software, such as computer-aided design or CAD, enterprise resource planning, otherwise known as SAP, and database and graphics software are a few of the technical skills that are highly sought after. Here's a common manufacturing career pathway, right? So you start out as a an operator or a new hire, high school intern. You'd go into, industrial manufacturing technician, perhaps a Department of Labor apprenticeship that lasts approximately 18 months. You gain your certificate, you become a journeyman, you're a certified manufacturing technician. Then typically you'd move on to becoming a tech apprentice or supervision or into leadership. So to break it down, you start out as a tech, you go to a lead tech, perhaps to a supervisor, maybe a department head, or even a general manager or an engineer if you pursue your education. But there are many paths that you can go to after that. What are some of the baseline skills that you need to be successful in manufacturing? So we're asked this a lot. Communication is typically one of the first things listed. So being able to work as a team and communicating well is very important. Creativity and problem solving kind of go hand in hand, but creativity is definitely important in manufacturing. They're looking for people that are detail oriented, that know Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Office as computer programs. They're looking for organizational skills, planning ability, problem solving, of course, that teamwork and collaboration, and the ability to troubleshoot. So with a high school diploma or your GED and some short-term training, you can be a first-line supervisor of production and operating workers. You can be a laborer, in freight, stock, material movers. And then you could also look at industrial truck and tractor operators, a forklift driver, a high-low driver, help and production worker. You could be a first-line supervisor of mechanics, installers, and repairs. These are some examples of jobs that you could get or work into with your high school diploma, your GED, and a little bit of short-term training. So with a post-secondary certificate or some moderate-term training, a little bit of community college, perhaps being certified as a welder or a cutter, or that sort of thing, you become a sales representative. Wholesale and manufacturing, in technical and scientific products, it requires a little bit more. Computer-controlled machine tool operators, metal and plastic, maintenance and repair, production, planning, and expediting clerks. As you move up in the level of education, so do your wages. What are the top 10 certifications? So your ABE, or your American Board for Engineering and Technology, ABET, it's often you'll see in a job posting. Certified Public Accountant, it's a CPA. Contractor's License, First Aid, so CPR and AED. IT Infrastructure Library certification, or an OSHA forklift certification. Project Management certification. Project Management Professional. Six Sigma Black Belt certification, or Six Sigma certification in general. Apprenticeships in West Michigan. West Michigan Works, we actually know of 857 active manufacturing apprentices in our area, in our 7-county region. And of these, nearly 5% are veterans, almost 6% are women, and a little over 5.5% are persons of color. Top 3 apprenticeship occupations in our region are tool and die, industrial machine mechanics, and machinists. If you continue to pursue your education and actually go for a bachelor's degree or higher, a master's degree or advanced education, right? You can become an industrial engineer, a mechanical engineer, general manager or an operations manager, financial manager, a market research analyst, or marketing specialists that work in manufacturing. What are some of the specialized skills that you can develop that help you continue to grow in your career and also and continue to advance in manufacturing in pay as well as level of position? So the budgeting and some financial knowledge, customer service, scheduling, sales, repair, packaging, product development, project management. SAP is that enterprise software that's a software program that a lot of manufacturers use that's everything from logistics to payroll to you name it. It's kind of a one-stop shop for a software program to help manage all the operations within the plant. Software development. I hope you found this informative. If you have questions, we hope that you'll reach out. You can always reach out to the Discover Manufacturing Coordinator at West Michigan Works. We hope that you'll visit our website at discovermanufacturing.com. And thank you for your time and attention today. I appreciate you being here.